Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, I'm Dr. Abbas Ali, a full-time orthopedic surgeon and national level faculty of orthopedics and a part-time YouTuber. In this video, I want to share my thoughts about the vacuum in your life post a major exam, that is the NEET PG in your case. What are the various things you should be doing based on the type of student you are and how you can productively use your time without just waiting on the results. So without further ado, let's get on with it. Firstly, this is not the analysis of the NEET PG 2019 exam. I'm sure all of you must have dissected it to its bits by now. But if you still want me to analyze the paper with you and possibly make some sense of what should be the best things to do for the future exams, do write to me in the comments box below, and if most of you want me to make such a video, I will get down to it and make a video. Now coming back to the topic of today's video. It's been almost 2 weeks since your exam. You have been recuperating from the onslaught of the adrenaline rush. Your mind and body needed time to recover. You slept, relaxed for long hours, caught up with your friends and family, watched all the movies that were playing and binged on all your favorite TV shows. But before you notice, you actually start missing the preparation. You start missing getting up early in the morning with the fear of the exam. You miss the rushing through books. You miss the small burst of panic attacks. You miss the hoping for the exam to get postponed. Although it was a hard time, we must admit it was fun. It had that kick, that high, that feeling that you usually get when you get things done. It made you feel great about yourself because you had a sense of purpose, a sense of belonging. And now ever since your exam is over, you pretty much feel jobless, isn't it? Well, at least most of you do. So I will be talking about 4 types of students among you and sharing my thoughts about what I think you should be doing post exams. And if you don't fit into any of these 4 types, tell me what your type is in the comment box below. So the first type of student is the prepared type. This is a student who has started preparing since the last NEET PG exam and their main target was this exam. They read all the subjects and revised as much as possible. They attempted the exam with their best possible preparation, well, whatever was the best kind of preparation for them. And they have done their part. They fought till the end, they never gave up. Now they are feeling jobless and bored because they have essentially written their last exam and they only have the results to look forward to. Now the second type of student is the unprepared type. This is a student who has started preparing just a few months before the exam and they didn't even complete the syllabus the first time around for some subjects. They have read a few subjects very well, but overall they know that they have a lot of gaps that need filling if they want a decent rank in the exam. So at least they know that they have to hit the books if they want a good rank in the future. Now the third type of student is the casual type. Now these are the people who every year start preparing a few weeks before the exam because they see that everyone around them is preparing and they think this must be the year that they can crack this. So just like certain people who suddenly become cricket experts around the World Cup and have no idea about the game before or after, these people also get into the hype of the exam and don't care much about it before or after. And finally, the fourth type, the unlucky types. Now these are the people who are essentially like the first type of students, means they've tried to prepare very well but for some reason couldn't keep the focus towards the very end of their preparation, and because of that they have messed their exam pretty bad. So the first thing I want you to do is identify which type you belong to. Then I will be telling you what you should be doing based on the type of student you are, and that will probably help you more. So be very honest with yourself and identify your type, and let's move on. Now let's talk about the first type of student, the prepared. Now this is a very strange category to be in because most of the students who belong in this category do not identify themselves to be the people who have read everything. And some people who don't belong in this category consider themselves as people who have read everything. मतलब जो इसमें है उनको लगता है वो इसमें नहीं है और जो इसमें नहीं है उनको लगता है वो इसमें है. So who are these people truly? So let's try to answer a few questions. The first question, did you prepare for at least 6 to 8 months? Second question, did you read all the subjects? Third question, did you practice MCQs? And fourth question, did you attempt grand tests or map tests? If all your answers are yes, then you belong in this category. Everyone else, you are unprepared. Now since you have worked very hard and did everything you were supposed to do, I'm sure you will do very well when the results come out. But what should you do now? Now this is purely my personal opinion. I feel since you have already worked so hard for the exam and you have the required knowledge and the momentum, consider this very important thought. What if you can secure a seat in the most prestigious institutes of our country, like say AIIMS PGI JIPMER? See, since you already have the knowledge and the momentum going on, why don't you use that inertia and try to secure good ranks in those mid-year exams? But sir, I'm tired of reading, I can't do it anymore. I truly understand what you must be feeling right now. It's difficult, I know. But believe me, with each passing day, you will keep forgetting more and more. And before you know it, you will have forgotten all the important facts that you have worked so hard to remember. And then later, if you try to prepare for the mid-year exams, your time would have already passed. So I feel if you can push yourself just a little bit for a few more weeks, you can probably do what many only dream of. So I think you should go back to your books, focus on the special topics of these exams, and stick to what you've been doing so far for a few more weeks. And even if you get positive results in the NEET PG exam and you can secure a good seat for yourself, continue preparing for the mid-year exams and give it your best shot. Who knows what the lady luck has in store for you? Kismat aazma ke to dekh lo. Now let's talk about the second type of student, the unprepared. Again, the same thing for this group. We need to know who belongs in this group. So I'll ask you the same questions. Did you prepare for at least 6 to 8 months? Did you read all the subjects? Did you practice the MCQs? And did you attempt the grand tests or mock tests? And if any of your answer is no, then you belong in this category. You were unprepared. You have not prepared well. Now, if by any chance you manage to get a decent rank and get the seat of your choice in this exam, I suggest you take it. But till then, keep on reading and try to complete your syllabus and prepare for the upcoming exams. Now, the reason I'm telling you this is because you yourself know that you didn't prepare well and you need to give your best possible attempt to gift yourself the future you want. And at the same time, if you're lucky and you get the seat that you wanted, go ahead and grab it, because luck or opportunity doesn't knock twice. So I suggest you go back to the books and complete your syllabus in order to give your best shot in the future exams. Now the third type of students, the casual types. Now, like I said, these are the people who every year, a few weeks before the exam, start preparing. They probably have decent jobs or a stable income, or are in a system where they don't feel the necessity to do post-graduation. But every year, a few weeks before the exam, they go out to the stores and buy the typical all-in-one series books where they have all the important facts of all the subjects condensed in one book, and they start reading that book and then go to the exam. Now, what's the outcome of this practice? Honestly, very rarely do they succeed in getting what they want, but most of the times they are nowhere near the competition. And once the results come out, they curse the exam and they declare that the exam was very tough, unapproachable, and probably not worth their time. And they leave it, only to repeat it the next year. So here are a few things I want you to understand. Gone are those days when you just mugged up facts and appeared for the exam and you got the rank that you wanted. Although the exam superficially feels like it is testing the knowledge of your facts and it's asking pretty basic questions, you fail to realize that each question has a certain amount of depth to it. And you can answer those questions only if you have a certain amount of conceptual background and you have practiced MCQs around that particular concept. So just mugging up facts won't take you far. So consider this. If you seriously want to get into a post-graduation system, I suggest you change your game plan. Stop wasting your money and valuable time. Otherwise, every year you'll be running behind your tail, reaching nowhere. Now the fourth and the final type, the unlucky type. Now, like I said, these are the people who have prepared pretty well, but for some reason which was beyond their control, couldn't focus at the end of the preparation and have messed up their exam. Again, many people think that they have messed up the exam pretty bad. No, I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about circumstances which were beyond your control, like there was a death in the family, a natural calamity, or you fell sick or something awful happened to you. And this led to you presumably underperforming in the exam. And no, heartbreak is not a natural calamity. So for this type of student, all I want to say is don't lose hope. You have done your part. Life is very unpredictable. The only thing you can do now is hope and pray for the best. If you've worked really hard, you really will get what you deserve. One of my favorite Hindi movies has this dialogue. I don't know if you know this. It says something like, कि अगर किसी चीज को शिद्दत से चाहो तो पूरी कायनात तुम्हें उससे मिलाने में जुट जाती है. So don't worry, this might have been a small setback in your life, but eventually, if you stick to it, you will get there. The idea is to not lose hope. So in summary, I would like to quote Harvey Mackay. In his book, he said, "Time is free, but it's priceless. You can't own it, but you can use it. You can't keep it, but you can spend it. And once you have lost it, you can never get it back." So although it feels like you deserve this vacation, and I honestly know you do, just don't let it slip to the extent where you can't undo the damage. Identify what type of a student you are and get on with your job. You don't rest till you reach your destination. Use your time very effectively because these are the moments that will decide your future. So in the end, if I have helped you in any way, click the thumbs up button and try to share this video with at least one of your friends who you think needs this right now. If you have not already subscribed to the channel, consider subscribing now. Do leave a comment below in the comment box. I love hearing from you. I will see you in the next video. Till then, take care.